Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'll be quick on this since I know what's going to happen. But we've been talking a lot about how there's 49 years of abortion laws in our state, and guess what? They haven't helped women at all. We're still at the bottom of every list: maternal morbidity, maternal health, infant health, economics, you name it. This has not helped anyone, and I think something that a lot of people don't realize is that over half of women who have an abortion have a child already, and they know better than anyone how hard it is to raise a child. So we're not just hurting women in this state, we're hurting mothers. What I want to talk a little bit about too is how the anti-abortion movement is new in the country, and I don't know if a lot of y'all knew that. Prior to, say, the 80s, it was really just a Catholic issue. Catholics don't like birth control, they don't like abortion, they have a lot of rules on things. But you actually had, for example, Ronald Reagan in 1967, he expanded abortion protections in California. And then when he ran for president in 1980, when the issue had become politicized, he changed his view. And I wanted to bring that up to let y'all know that this has made political pawns of women's bodies. That's what we're doing here. Every layer of politics in this state is using women as a shield for their politics. And I want to just briefly talk about how so many of you, like me, are Catholic, and a lot of people use that as their reason. And I know y'all can't believe this, but I've told some of y'all, I went to Catholic school in elementary school, I went to Catholic school in high school, I went to Catholic school in undergrad, and I went to Catholic school in law school. I am as Catholic as all of you, and I learned so much about social justice from those schools and about helping people, and it's why I'm a lawyer, and it's why I'm here today. But so much that happens with our church is, to me, a Catholic injustice, and it's what led me to become what I call a recovering Catholic as I'm older. We've talked at length about child abuse. The Catholic Church is responsible for the rape of children for decades and decades. The Catholic Church is responsible for millions of deaths of people in Africa because they refuse to let them use condoms. Catholic Church doesn't like birth control. Guess who uses birth control? Catholic women at the same rate as everyone else. The Catholic Church doesn't like abortion. Catholic women have abortions at the same rate as everyone else. Last week, or the week before, I forget which week it was, we were arguing another bill. IVF came up. Many of you and many of my friends only have children because of IVF, and you have a church here telling you that your child was born in sin. That's wrong, and they're wrong on this. They're wrong on a lot of things. We don't have to follow all the dogma of our respective religions in this building. We're not here in a church. We're here in a state building, but because this issue has come up with regard to our religion so many times, I think it's important to point out that this religion, a lot of people that I include myself in, is not inconsistent, is harmful to people, and in this instance, is harmful to women. I'm probably one of 5 people who's gonna speak like this, but I think y'all need to know it's important. Love you, Denise. It's important for women to have a different voice up here. I mean, we only have 22 of us here. There is hardly anyone who's ever been here to advocate for people who have abortions, who don't regret their abortions, who want to terminate a pregnancy. And, every time this comes up, we are again using the bodies of women for votes as political pawns. And I think women in this state deserve a lot better than that. They deserve our respect. They deserve dignity. They don't deserve to be just treated like another plank every time there's an election. In closing, something else y'all might not know is 1 of 4 women in this country have had an abortion. So that means 1 of 4 in here, 1 of 4 of your friends, 1 in 4 of your wives. I certainly, now that I'm older, have had a lot of women admit to me what happened in their 20s. These are people you know. This is not some alien form or someone you're never going to meet. These are people you know who you're hurting. And I know what's going to happen today, and I know what's always going to happen here, but I just wish for once we would think about what we're doing, how we keep hurting the same people, and we're hurting people we already know. If anyone wants to talk to me about any of this, I am happy to talk to you about it. I could talk about reproductive issues all night long, but I just wish I would think a little bit about who you're hurting in this, and it's your friends and family, including some people in this room. Thank you.
All right, Representative Willard.